Hi everyone, welcome to another video. It is the 30th of January 2026 today, and it is yet another wet day, and it's the same for all of us, I know, but we have had a lot of rain, and up until midnight last night I look at a local weather station, and up to now they have recorded 217 mils of rain in January so far, which is a lot. And they started recording rainfall at this particular weather station in the summer of 2007, and you can look at it's all on a chart. It looks quite good. So they have recorded all the rainfall every month, and now this is the highest recorded amount of rainfall in any month since the summer of 2007. There'll be today's rainfall. We've had quite some really heavy showers today, and there'll be all of tomorrow's rainfall as well to add to that, so it's going to be quite a bit more yet to add to that. But we are quite lucky here compared to some places. You know, we're quite high up on, well, we get a lot of wind, so we're not very sheltered from wind, but we don't get flooding because, you know, we aren't at the bottom of a valley or anything, and it's not very flat land, so we are quite lucky in that respect. And I was reading his piece in the Farmers Weekly about, or on the website, about James Winslade. He's near Bridgewater, I think, and they had really bad flooding there a few years back, I think 2014, and yeah, it costs an absolute fortune, doesn't it? Like insurance with people's homes and everything, so at least we don't get that. But he was saying that they leave the pump in too late, and compared to 2014 the rivers have been dredged and everything, but the Environment Agency are cutting back on their spend on maintaining waterways. Like I say, it's all in the Farmers Weekly, but yeah, it's not good, and I imagine they're quite badly flooded. If it's wet here, it's going to be wet there, and all this rain has gone up through there, so it's not good at all. And you know, outfield here, it's just saturated, and luckily we don't have to go outfield. Like, we've got obviously sheep outfield, but the quad goes round and checks all of those, and you know, it's not really making a mess. But yeah, we got rid of a lot of our last year's crop of lambs. Last year we had a lot left around this time of year, but we've only got sort of 27 or 8 left now with some cull ewes, so that's a good thing because they aren't here on the land, which is really good, because some years we bought in fodder beet to feed, and that would have been a nightmare trying to feed fodder beet this year on the land. Anyway, so that's that, and yeah, it's just too wet to do anything really. I've got hedge trimming I want to do, dung. We've carried out some dung. Might get some footage. I'm going to clean out the front of one of the sheds tomorrow, and I'll show you where we're tipping it. So I'll do that, and then this video will go out tomorrow night, which will be the last day of January. So at least we got through January anyway, and hopefully better things to come. Something I am going to do in a minute is just put some new bulbs in the tractor. I'll turn the side lights on a minute. Does that work? Side lights? Yeah, side lights on. So we'll go out and have a look. Oh, it's windy now. Yeah, so the tractor has got LED lights all round, and it's got daytime running lights at the front, and those side lights, but they're very yellow, and I don't know why they don't put LED light bulbs in there, so they're whiter, and the rear lights aren't LED either, the stop lights and all the indicators and everything, so I don't know why they don't do that. And like I said, it's got LED headlights, and they're halogen bulbs in these lights here, which again, if you've got something on the loader and then you drive somewhere with the loader down and use those, it's hopeless compared to the LED lights. So I don't know why they don't put LED headlamps up there, because those are dip and full beam lights instead of using those on the front, but I rarely use them because they aren't very effective compared to the proper LED headlights. But anyway, I'm going to put some new bulbs in there, and I'll show you what I've got, and hopefully we'll be able to see the difference. So those are the bulbs I've bought, and they came from Halfords. We'll ignore this bit here which says off-road use only. It is a tractor after all, so be off-road use, but they're meant to be white LEDs, so hopefully they will look better, because I'll just start the tractor a minute and then you can see. I'll show you. So you've got like all like white LEDs everywhere, and then just those yellow bulbs there. So we'll put our new LED ones in and see what they look like. Right, I've got one bulb in. That's the old one, and that's the new one. So that looks way better. Let's get the other one in. Right, both new bulbs in, and I think that looks way better. Everything the same colour. Gosh, not very nice out there at all. Right, so that's that done, and I'm really pleased with that. Something else that I have just done is the exhaust pipe on the 165 is leaking right down the bottom, and that's the second exhaust pipe that we've had. Well, it's probably in the last 18 months, but two new exhaust pipes on it, and both times they've cracked right at the bottom where the tube goes up into the silencer. So I've just bought some gum paste type stuff from Halfords. It didn't cost very much money, and so I'm going to see if that works, and I'll let you know on that if it works. And yeah, so a couple of little jobs there done. We've got to put the front back on that tractor. We've got to get some bolts for it, but we've got all the stuff to do it now, so we're going to do that and put the windscreen in. And also we've got a new front nose cone for the Massey Ferguson 4220, because that has rusted out, and it's a bit of a common problem with them. On the bottom they collect water in the bottom and then they rust out, so I've got a new one, new grille, new headlights, and that's got to go on, so I'll do a little video on that at some point. And I've just got to get a new badge for it because the badge has dropped off at some point. And yeah, so that's good. And yeah, I'll get to end this video, I'll put a bit in and show you cleaning out the cattle sheds. We've got one or a couple of sheds still to do, so it's just a job to know what to do with what comes out, really, because it's so wet. But we have been tipping it by the shed out the lane, so it'll have to be all moved again some point, but hopefully it'll dry up and we'll be able to do that, so I'll get that done. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with those side light bulbs. I've wanted white ones for ages and sort of not really sure where to get them from. I was just looking on Halfords website and I found them on there, and they're a special order. That, like, they don't have them in store, but you can sort of order them as a special order. And I think with Halfords trade card they're only like £7.19 including VAT, so it's not a bad buy really. And I'm certainly not into customising the tractor. I don't like sticking stuff on it that shouldn't be on it really. Not into. I get the point of mirror guards, but a lot of the mirror guards are on them and they just sort of, I don't know, just it's not for me, and I don't like it. I don't like sort of chrome exhaust pipe guards or any of that stuff. It's just my personal take on it, but I just prefer not to have it. And but I do quite like my new LED side light bulbs. So anyway, just a short little video just to let you know what we're doing, and that we're fed up with the rain, as is everybody. But yeah, so we're still here, we haven't floated away yet. Just turn these this group of cattle out, and we're going to just clean the front of their shed out a minute. We did this group a couple of days ago, and these are the in-calf heifers, and we put some extra cows with them now just to take the pressure off the other shed. So they've been bedded up and fed. These have been bedded up and fed, and just gonna clean out here. These get bedded up every 3 days, and I sort of blow some just in the front here every day, but we're going to clean out just this sort of front area here a minute now. And normally we take that out field and tip it ready to spread, but because of the wet weather, we have tipped it here, so that's a pile there ready to be spread. So we might spread that if it dries up enough, but we'll have to see what happens, hoping to. So yeah, so we'll clean this out a minute, and I'll just set the camera up so you can see me clean that out. Yeah, so they're back in now. Got to just put a bale here for them, and they're eating their corn and all bedded up. Got a bit wet, but because it rained yet again, and yeah, it's just a never-ending, this rain. It is the last day of January today, and the rainfall for the month will be updated later. But I had another look this morning after what I recorded on this video yesterday, and we're up to 230 millimeters. Like I say, that's not here, but that's reasonably close by at a local weather station, and you know, so that's about 9 inches of rain, and that's more than a quarter of what we had in the whole of last year. So you know, it's a lot of rain. But anyway, so that's that done, and that's got them sort of cleaned out, and that'll keep that all right for a while now. And as I say, we don't clean the whole shed out, but just clean out sort of the fronts where the rain blows in. They stand around the front a lot, so back there where the bed is, where they lie down, it's nice and clean. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon.